Hello, sysfailure here again. I've had a little request come in from Creative Dude 21 who commented on my Infinite Reload minecart stations video, and he requested that I show how to build this little station behind me. Well, as this was only really sort of built to demonstrate a couple of small features, I thought a better idea would actually be to show you how to build something along these lines but better, and something that you could put in, say, maps for even single player if you wanted to, but multiplayer as well. And it has quite a few little protections against people prattling around and try to break it. And at the same time, it's still quite simple to build. The sort of protections that are in it are actually an advanced version of my fully auto hopper minecart rail system video, which is quite a mouthful there. It's currently my most popular video at the moment of 50,000 views. Just pop them up in the corner there. But if you don't want to use the new 1.7 command block features, then that one will work for you. If you just want to stick to just pure survival, no command blocks, no creative, nothing. But if you do want to build with the new 1.7 features and command blocks, then we'll just hop over the test world and we'll show you how to do it. So here we are in the test world. And this massive overuse of quartz blocks contains the little station I'm going to show you. Now, I don't know about you, but I really hate it when somebody shows me something and then hides it inside one of these and goes, "Oh, how it works is all mysterious and I shall not show you a thing." Well, don't worry, I'm going to show you a build over there. This is just because I don't want you distracted by all the mechanisms to start with. Now, this is a two-way station, so departures is up here, and arrivals is around here, and also it's got a nice little bit that cuts through here as well, should you change your mind about going. Obviously, as this one's just linked to itself, if you were building these, you would run them off to different stations, and if different stations would come back here. You could also build a junction system if you want, using the other video I have, which has sort of detection systems, which can direct you down different tracks all by itself, which is quite clever. Certainly worth having a look into as well. So you wander into the station, into here, and you notice the car slides up out of here and in a position ready to go in. There's no going back out this direction. You're committed to either getting in here, or if I step round here, that opens and lets me out and the car disappears. So I just demonstrate that when you can see, step there, off it goes. There we go. So if there's nobody in the car just goes up there, into there, and that little bit of fire there you saw, it just drops into some lava, because tripwires detect stuff passing through them, and this is too low and goes under it. So they only work if there's somebody in the car, like that. And when you get to the arrival, you're just teleported out of the car, into the platform, so that you can't go hopping back onto the line, and that deals with some AFK player problems as well. And it just heads on in there and gets destroyed. Now, this is what it looks like inside this lovely little cube. I love this top bit still for show. You can build it however you want. And it's just the wiring down here. There's really not a lot of wiring at all. Quite a bit of it's underground. In fact, if you come over here, this is it at ground level. And if we strip off the building, this is all it contains. Now, the bit that's underground here as well, which I will just hop down and show you, get in the hole. There we go. That's just for theatrical purposes, so that the cart can sort of roll into position. There's absolutely nothing stopping you making the cart appear there at that point. Now I'm going to show you what the basic concept is first, because most of this is just various protections, but it's actually around simple couple of commands. Now, before you start screaming at me about using command blocks, most people who are going to be building rail systems have access to command blocks, especially on multiplayer servers. Chances are they're the admins or have rights to have these. If you don't want to use command blocks, go watch my previous videos and obviously show you how to do it without them. So in here we have the summon command, which is one of the new commands command blocks can do. And this will summon entities. In this case, we are summoning a minecart rideable, which, clue in the name, is a rideable minecart. Just summoning at these relative coordinates here, which will make it appear there. So if I press the button, get a cart. Obviously, you then want to ride the cart, so in you get. We press the button and head off to our destination. When we arrive at our destination, we have this detector rail here. Now, detector rails, when you see a cart go over, will send out a redstone signal. And in this case, just triggering this command block here, which is teleporting all players within a radius of 1 of these coordinates to these coordinates. So it's just teleporting people it detects in a radius of 1 there to there. So just catches a bit so either side a little bit. Now, I will mention there's a slight oddity in regards to this triggering command blocks. It will trigger it at the sides, and it will trigger it 2 blocks down. But if it is the block that the rail is sitting on, it doesn't seem to set off the command block. A little bit strange, but that's how it is. But once you're out of it, cart goes along, falls in the lava, gets destroyed. This lava is obviously a bit close to the surface, so when it was burning, I ended up picking up the cart. So if you don't want any of the various protection things or whatever, you can build this. That's all you need. You can stop watching now. Still watching? Okay. Well, I will also show you how to build this system. Now, if you couldn't tell from looking at it, it's quite simple. So we will start off with the departure rail. Okay, so plonk that block down there. We'll just switch over to our quartz. Now you want a powered rail there, a normal rail so it's not hooked up. And I'm just going to put some redstone blocks down to power them. If you don't like the look of the redstone blocks, you can just go underneath and put switches or levers, whatever you want to call them, on the bottom of these blocks and turn them on. There is space in the design for that, so you don't have to worry. I have taken that into account. So let's put that one on there. Then we get our rail going around the corner here. This is to our destruction system. And we take it 2 down. So it puts the lava down there. So when it destroys it, it's less likely for the cart to sort of bounce out and get picked up by people. And really, you only technically need a block there to stop the cart sort of sliding past or anything like that. But just to make sure, long one on either side. Another redstone ore block there. Redstone ore? Redstone block. What about that? And we might as well put another one there. There we go. So that is our track out of the station. We just dig a little hole under here. So just got some space. This is just for our theatrical part. So I'm putting a couple of normal rails. Just want some space. 3 redstone blocks there. And 3 powered rails. That's just so that when the cart is summoned, instead of summoning it there, which as I said you can do, I summon it down here, and because it's a powered rail next to a wall, it will automatically go forward, travels through the block because it can do that diagonally up the way, and will stop there because it's not powered. So that is your departure line. Next step, the triggers for it. So the triggers, we need to get our tripwires across here. A tripwire will take up free space. So we need one there, and one there, tripwire there and there, all the hooks, and string over there. Now these blocks here, very important, you either need air in this space or a non-solid block. So over the case of over there, I'm using stairs. Reason being, if you put solid blocks and then don't there, that happens and it breaks it basically. So if I just grab some stairs just for sort of covering up. Like that. There we go. Now we take the signal out from this one on this side. Take this block out. And if we can get the repeater in there. There you go. And that is our launch system. Simple as that. Now we want another one of these. So it's we need one there. And one there. A couple of hooks. There we go. This one's job is for controlling this. So we will just need to work our way down underneath. We need to put a redstone torch down here, like that. bit of dust out to there, and switches the rail. So as we pass through, the rail switches, we go straight forward. If the cart goes through, can't trigger it, goes in there. Now, important part to note at this stage, this will work in two directions. It will not work in the other two. The other two directions, we need to change this design ever so slightly. We take out the torch, cut out the wire there. In fact, we don't even need that. And run it to there. Because it will then switch it the opposite way, which here is dangerous because it will put people straight in there. But whilst facing other directions, it then makes it safe. So let's just get rid of that again. Put it back to what it should be for the particular direction we're facing. I'll also mention if you're on a server that might be a bit laggy or whatever, I'd suggest moving this junction away from this point. This is quite safe because there's just no lag really at the moment. Move it out a bit. Put a pulse extender in. If you don't know how to do one of those, watch my Redstone Basic series, and that would just keep it switched longer for people to go through. Now, the final thing to do with the launch system, we've got to go underground and set up the command block to actually send the cart on its way. So that's positioned under here. So if we just dig our way down, this is where we want to put the command block. I suspect I probably haven't got one on me. No, thought so. There we go. So we take the command block, put it there, and we want it to summon our minecart there. So I might as well just grab that command, put that in. Now, if you bring up F3, if you're not aware of this, you can get coordinates from the bits in the brackets here. So the X minus 1196 point blah blah blah. You actually want the stuff that's in the brackets to if you want to do specific direct coordinates. But for this one, we're just doing relative here. So if we just check, that's X. So X has to be -1. Like that. It clearly has to be 1 higher than where the command block is. And if we just check, Z is in this direction. So my Z is going down that way. So Z has to be -1, 2, 3, 4. So if we put Z as -4, there we go. Shift, obviously, so we can click on it. Bit of redstone dust on there. And now when we put the pressure plates on here, that will set that off. So let's just grab the pressure plates. Get rid of the string. Also, whilst you're here, grab yourself sticky piston. And we'll just get rid of that at the moment. Sticky piston goes here, which, because it's next to redstone dust, will get powered from the pressure plate. And then a block on top to just seal you in. Put that there. Step on it. Discover that I've summoned it in totally the wrong sorting place. 2 seconds. What have I done? -1, -4. Ah, no, sorry. Reading the coordinates backwards, it should be 1. There we go. That's better. So we've obviously got 1. There you are. Yeah. Oops. That does happen sometimes. Feel free to ignore that. So where were we? Yep. So sticky piston, a block. Stops us getting out. And there's the cart. Also important, because you can jump up and down here, we don't want that. So you need some form of roof just to stop people doing that. There we go. So we can't get out. And if we hop in here, I can see it works perfectly well. So that is the departures. Now let's work on the arrivals. Right, so arrivals, we're just going to plonk our detector rail there. Obviously, you can put this elsewhere if you want, but this is just the way this design goes. And under here, this is where we're putting the command block. As it says, it won't work there. It has to be here. Now we're going to set it to detect somebody here, and we're going to make them teleport over to here. So for that, we were going to need the TP command, and we're just going to target everybody. And I'm just going to grab the coordinates and cut back to this. Okay, and there's our coordinates. So targeting all players, X minus 1201, Y 56, Z 543, and a radius of 1, which will get that square, and just 1 around it, just to sort of deal with slight lag problems that might happen. Anybody who might be hanging in the air who shouldn't, and you could obviously increase the radius a bit if you don't sort of trust lag. And it's just teleporting them here, which is 2 blocks in that direction off the screen there, which will be the platform. Now, I'm going to add one slight thing to this, and that is a 0.0 on the Y coordinate. The reason for that is that when you get teleported somewhere, what it actually does is it puts 0.5 on the end of everything, including the Y one. So if you've got a too high ceiling, you will actually teleport partly into the ceiling where it will be black for a moment, and it's possible you might take some suffocation damage. A little bit annoying. If you put 0.0 on the Y, then you will land perfectly on the ground. Now, I will mention if you use a bucket server with essentials, any decimal points and numbers after it, it really used to hate and it used to break things. That was a little while back though, so I don't know if it still affects it. If it does affect it, just take it off and put up with the 0.5. If it doesn't affect it now, excellent, use this. And if you're not using a bucket server, fine, this will work anyway. So that's our little arrival part, and as it says, it will deposit us here. We put the rest of our rail down, a couple of holes deep, that's going to be for our lava. Seal off the area there. So you only really need that, but we're just sealing the area. And the cart will fall in and into the lava just down there. So let's put the rest of the track down. We might as well just take it out of the station to where that one is. There we go. This bit around here. So that's our track looped there. If we just give it a little try and see how that turns out. So cart in place, in we get, and perfect landing. So you just obviously sort of seal off this area, maybe with blocks like that, but I prefer the glass over there because then you can actually sort of see the arrivals happening. And obviously with a wall there, nobody sees the lava down there. Now the final bit we're going to do is the little bit here, which is the I don't really fancy going the train after all system. So let's get on to that one now. Right, well, first step is obviously the pressure plate, that one there. Then we want to do a little digging. We come round the back of the pressure plate and a repeater there and redstone dust there. Now, if I step on it, you'll see it gets powered, even though it's going straight that way. And it's actually powering that line over there. Whoops. So that sends the cars off. Obviously you don't expect that to happen. So you just want a little wall or something here, just, so people have to walk around. Now the other part, you do a little bit more digging around here. Continue the wire around here, and then you have a torch. This will turn off the torch when you step on the pressure plate. Just get like that. There we go, so torch is off. Sticky piston there. And that's our block, and I'm just going to put a bit of wall here, just because. So, into the station, cart gets cold, get in it if you want to head off. If you don't, you walk away, you end up back round here, and the cart's gone. And then we just obviously have some lava in these. Nearly forgot. better. So then you just seal the area off with 2 high roof. And put all your various walls in, so obviously people can't see what's going on everywhere, as you feel like. But that's your station. Seems complex. Isn't really. It's quite simple. It says just based off of that. So I hope you found that useful, especially Creative Dude 21. I'm going to put this map download in the description of this video. I'm also going to put a rotated version of this, which actually has the altered bit I showed you here, and feel free to fiddle with it to your heart's content. So that's it. Hope you found that useful, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye. What the fuck?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up... Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone?
Yes.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that?